Come to another online tutorial. Now before us is this equation, and this is x raised to the power of log x base 4 equals x squared all over 2 root 2. We are told to solve for x. So how do we go about it? Now first of all, let's apply log base 4 to both sides. And by doing that, we have log x. So we've applied log 4 to the left hand side, then equals log base 4 now into x squared all over 2 base 2. Alright, now let us take note that according to the law of logarithm, if we have log a raised to the power of x, this will give us x log a, right? And if we have log a all over b, okay, this will give us log a minus what? Log b. Now, applying this rule to the above equation here, the left hand side here will give us log x base 4 then times log x base 4 then equals, now applying this rule to the right hand side, we have log x squared base 4 minus log 2 root 2 base 4. Okay, on the left hand side here we can see we are having a product of the two of the same term. So here we have log x base 4 all raised to the power of 2. Now this also, we can write this is 2 log x base 4, okay, then minus, we can simplify this as log base 4 2 times 2 raised to the power of 1 all over 2, because the square root of 2 here is 2 raised to the power of 1 over 2. Okay, let's keep going. So here we have log x base 4 all raised to the power of 2 then equals 2 log x base 4 then minus. Now let us simplify this. Take note that this is the same thing as what? 1. And if you have 2 raised to the power of 1 times 2 raised to the power of 1 over 2, this implies that we can actually add the exponent because the base is the same. So here we have 2 raised to the power of 1 plus 1 all over 2. And when we add 1 to half, we have 1 whole number 1 over 2. Now making this an improper fraction, we have 3 all over 2. Okay, all of this here gives us log 2 raised to the power of 3 all over 2 base 4. Okay, now we can also still reduce this part. Okay, now we can reduce our base here to the base of 2, and by doing that we will have 2 raised to the power of 2. So let me clean this and write 2 raised to the power of 2. Okay, now take note, according to the law of logarithm, if you have log a raised to the power of n and a raised to the power of what? B, at this point this can also be n all over b log a base a. Okay, because this exponent will now become a fractional base, okay, which multiply the log. So applying this rule here, it means that 3 all over 2 and 2 will come over as the base here. So we end up having log x base 4 all raised to the power of 2 equals 2 log x base 4 minus 3 all over 2 all over 2 log 2 base 2. Okay, and you know, when the arguments of a log and the base are the same thing, it becomes 1. So the whole of this becomes what? 1. Alright, so now from the last step we left here, so log 2 base 2 give us 1, so we are left with, and the whole of this now, let us say, that will be 3 all over 2 divided by 2, which will give us what? 3 all over 2 all divided by 2, giving us 3 all over 2 times 1 all over 2, giving us 3 times 3 will give us 3, then all over 4. So the whole of this fraction is what? 3 all over 4. So here we have log x base 4 all raised to the power of 2, then equals 2 log x base 4, then minus 3 all over what? 4. Okay, at this point you can see we have a common term here and here. Okay, so let's log x base 4 equals a. So replacing log x base 4 for a here, you have a squared, then equals 2a, then minus 3 all over what? 4. At this point, let us multiply both sides of the equation by 4, and this is to help us eliminate this denominator and make the equation linear. So multiplying this by 4, we have 4a squared, then equals, multiplying this by 4, multiplying 8 by 4, you have 8a, then minus, if you multiply 3 all over 4 by 4, you are left with what? 3. So then here we have, so let's come over here. So here we have 4a squared equals 8a, then minus what? 3. Let's equate everything to 0. So here we have 4a squared minus 8a plus what? 3 equals what? 0. Okay, which means I'm taking all what is in the right hand side to the left hand side. So here we have, now let us factorize. Now by factorizing, we can see here our exponent here, the exponent of, the coefficient of a squared is 4, and our constant here is what? 3. So 4 times 3 will give us what? 12. Okay, positive 12. Now what are those two numbers that we will multiply to get 12, and we will add to give us a negative 8. Okay, so I'm sure that should give us a negative 6 and negative 2. Okay, let me write it here, negative 6 and negative 2. Okay, negative 6 times negative 2 will give us what? Positive 12, and negative 2 plus negative 6 plus negative 2 give us what? Negative 8. So we have to replace this negative 8 by these two terms. So here we have 4a squared minus 6a minus 2a plus 3 equals, now let us collate. So the common term here we have 2a, so we are left with what? 2a minus 3, okay, then minus 1, then into 2a minus 3, all equals to 0. So we have two terms here equating 0. That will be 2a minus 1 equals 0, and 2a minus 3 equals 0. So at this point, a here equals 1 over 2, and a here equals 3 all over 2. And take note that our a equals log x base 4. So for this particular part, you can now say that log x base 4 equals 1 over what? 2. So transforming this into an exponent, okay, so when you have, for that, we have, when you have log a base b equals c, this will give us a equals what? B raised to the power of c. So at this point, x equals what? 4 raised to the power of what? 2. And here we have, this will gonna give us that x equals what? 2. Now that is for a equals 1 over 2. Now for a equals 3 over 2, here we have log x base 4 equals 3 all over what? 2. Applying this same rule, Here we have, we have x equals 4 raised to the power of 3 all over what? 2, which will give us, which is same thing as saying 4 raised to the power of 1 all over 2 all raised to the power of 3. And 4 raised to the power of 1 over 2, that will give us 2. And 2 raised to the power of 3 will give us 8. So our x here will give us what? 8. So the two solutions for x in this equation is 2 or 8. Alright, if you love what I've just done, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and ensure you click on the notification button to be notified of all my videos. Thank you and God bless you.